Brock Wright. The Niners have finally made an addition to their offense, although it's not official. They've given Brock Wright a 3-year, $12 million offer sheet, which he's signed. He's a restricted free agent. The Lions can choose to match it. It doesn't look like they will. So Brock Wright, what do you need to know about him? Why do the Niners want Brock Wright? 3 years, $12 million. It's the same offer it's the same contract that Charlie Warner signed with the Falcons. So you'd think the Niners could have just brought back Charlie Warner if they wanted him. But it seemed like they had that money budgeted out for the number 2 tight end and decided Brock Wright would be a better choice than the guy that they drafted and developed for 4 years. Well, what's different about him? Because the Falcons wanted Charlie Warner. Charlie Warner is a specialist to a degree. He's a tight end. Tight ends do a little bit of everything, but he doesn't really catch passes. They threw him 3 last year. And he doesn't really do anything for the passing game. Block, catch, run routes. But in the running game, he's quite a blocker. He's an excellent run blocking tight end. He is a run blocking specialist. And on this team that's been working around their quarterback forever, he was nice. They wanted a guy like that. They didn't want much from their backup tight end more than a guy who was a run blocker. But their offense is different now. Again, go back to the Super Bowl. What was their the formation that they used the most? 5 wide. They used to be I formation. Yeah. Not a spread offense, an I formation compact offense with wide receivers real close to the offensive tackles and tight ends. In the Super Bowl, they went away from that. And they went to a very much a one-dimensional drop back passing offense with no deception. But they have all these weapons. They want to put them out in the pattern and really stress defense is fine. And they have a quarterback who is comfortable in those empty backfield formations. Fine. But the Niners really couldn't block. They had the 5 blockers. They kept getting blitzed. And they couldn't pick them up. And it doesn't seem like they have anyone that they really trust to pick up blitzes, to be a pass protector who's not an offensive lineman. Like, not Charlie Warner. Kittle can do it, right? Kittle, you can keep Kittle in and have him block as an extra offensive lineman, but that's not what you're paying Kittle to do. That's not the right usage of Kittle. He's too good of a receiver to use that way. So he needs to be in the pattern. I mean, Juszczyk isn't blocking anyone in pass protection. McCaffrey isn't blocking anyone in pass protection. Brock Wright can. That's how the Lions use him a lot, as an extra offensive tackle in pass protection. And you know the Niners have been looking for a guy like that. 2 years ago in the NFC Championship game, they lost to the Eagles when they had Tyler Kroft in pass protection on a play-action play against Hassan Reddick. So they want someone who can do that. And it's not Warner. It is Brock Wright. So I think you're seeing a little bit of the evolution of the Niners offense to an offense that's a little bit more geared toward passing. I wonder if that'll bear itself out in the draft as well. Because we all know the Niners need more good pass protection on their offensive line, and that most of those guys that are there for their run blocking. 4 of those guys are there for their run blocking. Everyone except Trent Williams. So if they're bringing in a backup tight end who actually is a pass blocking specialist, then maybe they'll do some of that at right tackle and right guard in the upcoming draft. That would be nice. Because how are you ever going to really know how good Brock Purdy really is until you give him everything he needs on offense, not just on defense? So I think that's why the Niners are interested in Brock Wright, the way that he was used in pass protection. The Niners need someone who can help Colton McKivitz. If they want to put all their guys out in the pattern, Colton McKivitz is on an island. They need someone in the backfield, someone to chip, someone somewhere to do something to help Colton McKivitz. He's the worst right tackle in the league in pass protection. And the Niners are okay with that because he's a good run blocker. Someone needs to help him. Brock Wright.